Hello guys, today we are starting the first lecture of the Linux. So in the first lecture we will get some basic information about the Linux and the operating system. So just basic, we will touch the basic things, just nothing much. Let's go to the our agenda. What topics we will cover in this session? First, we will cover what is the operating system, what is the Linux, history of the Linux, what are the different distribution available. Uh, now let's move to the what is topic. What is the operating system? Operating system is a program that acts as an interface between the machine and user. It allows to run the applications such as browser, text editors, music players, yeah, video players. Uh, it also allows to operating system also allow to interact with it. Just like either we can use the graphical way, just like if we are using opening the browser, yeah, opening the notepad in user interface. Yeah, there is a one other option. We can use the operating system just like command line option. So just like Windows has a command prompt, Linux has any other bash shell kind of shells kind of things. Operating system functionality includes memory management, just like which program, how it is going to, how memory being allocated to it. Yeah, and there is a one thing or one more thing, that process management, it manage disk management. It handles that how our data it is going to in hard drive. It also handle the booting the system. It also handle the security, just like if one file is created by one user, then same file can't be handled by another user kind of thing. So this is the things operating system handles. There is a more thing, but we will not go deeper in that part. So this is a just introduction. So as you have seen, there is a Windows operating system also available, Mac also available. Okay. Now let's move to the next topic. What is the Linux? Linux is a free open source operating system based on the Unix, and it is developed by the Linus Torvalds. So, because of its stability, flexibility, and security, Linux has become a fundamental technology in the IT industry. So almost in almost everywhere we are using Linux. It's just like if we are using like smartphones, yeah, if we are using the smartwatches, yeah, we are deploying our any production server. So we are most of the time Linux is the preferred. And so now let's move the next part, the history of the Linux, how Linux is developed. So it is not like that Linux is the first operating system. Before that, operating system, Unix operating system is already there, and it is created in 1970 at AT&T Bell Labs. But it has some limitation, like it was not free. So if somebody want to use the operating system, he or she have to pay, and source code not publicly available. So we have to see in how operating system work. We can't see that time. Licensing was also expensive. So if we are using multiple operating systems, so for each operating system we have to buy different licensing. So these are the constraints was there. So so mm, Mm, So, at the University of Helsinki, Linus Torvald has created the first version of the Linux. So, and also invited the other developers to contribute to this open source project. Around that time, there is a project going on, GNU project led by Richard Stallman. They are developing the free tools, open source tools, so other companies, other developers can use. So they are developing the open source compilers, libraries, kind of things. So GNU and Linux combined and created the whole full-fledged operating system. So full-fledged operating system. So as we know, operating system is open source and it is publicly available. So many different organization has created the different distribution according to their requirement. So some of the popular distribution I have mentioned here, just like Debian, Ubuntu, Fedora, Red Hat Linux. AWS also has its own Linux, Amazon Linux 23. So there is a different distribution available according to different organization. Okay, so but best Linux is it's always free. So this is not, it is not any license. Okay, so I think we have covered some basic knowledge about the what is the operating system, what is the Linux, what are the Linux distribution available, who created the Linux. So that's it in this session. So we will in the next session we will cover how we can install Linux on our laptops. Yeah, if somebody doesn't have so much RAM and CPU, we will see how can will use the Linux OS on the cloud, kind of cloud. Okay, so that's it for today. Bye. Thank you.